You saw the thumbnail, but no, Lilienthal Berlin did not send me a broken watch. But why am I showing you a Lilienthal Berlin watch with a cracked crystal? Let's see what that's all about. I'm Francois, and it's time to watch. I'll spare you the unboxing and the Lilienthal Berlin history. I already covered that in my previous review, and I'll leave you a link right here if you want more details. This one here is the L1 Lilienthal Berlin, and I'll go through the specifications of the watch itself, and most of all, I'll tell you why I'm showing you a broken watch. So if you like these types of reviews, don't forget, press that like button. It really helps my channel, and of course I encourage you to subscribe and press that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I come out with a review. Let's get right into the measurements. This is a sizable watch at 42.5 millimeters, 49 lug to lug. It nonetheless has a manageable 20 millimeter lug width and a very thin 7.5 millimeters. And this is because of the Swiss Ronde quartz movement that's inside. As you can see here, it goes and ticks every second. So this is one proof that it's a quartz movement, but also it's indicated on the back. It has this crown, recessed crown, that is operating that movement. And this is one of the faults, I could say, because no watch is perfect. But this one here, what I kind of like is that it has a great design. It's nice and simple. As you saw, there's no date, so it's balanced, but they kind of sacrifice the functionality for the design. You have kind of a lip on the back here where you can just grab on to take this out. So if you grab here on the back and just pull, you see that it stops the seconds. And then, of course, you can adjust the watch. So the adjustment is relatively easy, but not just that, is that once you push back in, everything starts back again, and you won't have to touch this crown for a very long time. The Swiss Ronde movements are renowned for being very accurate, and this watch here loses not even a second every week. And therefore, within a month, if you're losing 4 or 5 seconds, you won't have to handle this crown very often. So basically, it's a non-issue. As you can see, the case back is set with 3 screws. And you see right there, it's the Ronde movement, which is that quartz movement I was talking about earlier. It's an all stainless steel. You have the L1 all silver at the bottom. So this is the kind of the model of this watch. And you have a model number right there, the L01 number. And right in the middle, you see that L1, which is the model of this watch, but also it's the same logo as Lilienthal Berlin. So I really like the fact that they kind of combined this model with the name of the company. I like also the fact that it's rounded, so you don't have that effect of thickness. Even if it's really thin at 7.5, even thinner when you put it on your wrist because of that dome here and a very nice satin finish on that stainless steel. You may have noticed in the back here, the straps here are put in with quick release lugs. You just pull on this, take out the strap, and replace it with another one. And like I said, it's a 20 millimeter lug width, so it's easy to find straps to go with this and change the design. You basically have a new watch with a new strap. It's Lilienthal Berlin signed on this kind of leather, kind of thick leather, which is relatively supple. You have that same type of brushing on the buckle, which is not a signed buckle, unfortunately. And now if we get to the real reason why I'm showing you a broken crystal, well, Lilienthal Berlin was nice enough to give me this watch. I don't need to send it back. So I was wearing it to do this review because a watch is made to be worn. And that's the reason why I'm showing this to you. I simply just knocked it on the side of the door and it cracked. And it was a sizable knock, so I completely understand why it cracked. But it brings me to maybe another fault of this watch is that I would have liked to have a sapphire crystal. Maybe that knock here wouldn't have been so important. This crystal here is a sapphire coated mineral crystal. Essentially, the moral of the story is wear your watches, regardless of the crystal you have here. Yes, I'd like to have a sapphire crystal on here, and I am calling my jeweler in the next few days, and he will most probably be able to change this, and I'll have a brand new watch. So I thank Lilienthal Berlin for sending me this watch. Of course, I'm not sad that I broke it. It's all my fault because I like this watch. I liked the design. I reached out to them to get this one here, this L1 all silver. I love the sunburst dial, that kind of silver-ish gray on the dial. I like the fact that it's really legible and balanced with a nice touch of blue on that small seconds. Speaking of wearing watches, let me put this one on my wrist and we'll see what it looks like. And of course, before I can put this one on, I have to take this one off. If you follow me, you know that I've done this EZA watch unboxing recently, but if you like these types of reviews, I encourage you to subscribe and press that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I come out with this EZA watch review. So let me put this on and then I'll conclude this review. And here it is on my 7-inch wrist. Like I said, it's a sizable watch at 42.5 millimeters with a lug to lug of 49 millimeters, but also, like I said, it's really, really thin. So it's nice enough, nice and clean enough with that nice satin kind of shiny finish to the watch that you can maybe dress up and have at formal occasions, but also it's a nice daily wear. I like this type of watch. This is a daily watch, and I hope you like it too. I hope you like these types of reviews, so don't forget to press that like button. And of course, I hope to see you next time.